Thumper Pond. What a great getaway for leisure and business, or a great time with the family. What a great getaway for water park fun, golfing in the sun, surrounded by breathtaking beauty. Thumper Pond, this is where you belong. Thumper Pond.
Hey, welcome to another edition of Golf at the Lakes. I'm with Nick Anderson,
Chris?
PGA member and general manager at Perham Lakeside Golf Club, Mulligan's Pub and Eatery, as well as this beautiful facility that you're at. We're behind what green here?
This is the second hole on the Maple course.
Well, you got 27 holes here.
27 holes.
And you've been here, what now, 45 years or something?
It seems like it. Seems like, after this weekend, it seems like 45 years. But it's been, this is my 19th year in the golf business. I was here for 17 of those years. So.
Well, we both got the gray hair to show that we've been in the business a long time, and I thought maybe we'd spend a couple moments and just talk about the PGA of America. You know, the symbol PGA. We just need to know that that's kind of the working man's group, and it's different than the glory guys out on the tour making the big money. We're in the trenches.
We're the working stiffs. So
we're the working stiffs.
And of course, as you well know, being a life member, I mean, we went through a lot to be able to wear the crest on our sleeves, so to speak. And you know, when I think about how the business was when I started and where it's at today, it's like a lot of other businesses, it's ever changing. You know, we used to be more golf dominant, where we were all about teaching, we were all about growing the game. We still do that some 19, or in your case, you know, 20 plus years later. The fact of the matter is, though, it is more of a business right now than it ever used to be. Of course, we still do the teaching and the running of the tournaments and the creating the golf atmosphere, but it's so much more business oriented. You know, back when even I started, we had a much bigger staff that shared in the responsibility. And as golf plateaued a little bit with, you know, things that happened in the late 90s and early 2000s, you know, it's become more a close to the vest type business where I think we share and we do a lot of things more hands-on than we ever used to be before. Well,
we're in charge of, in some cases, multi-million-dollar operations, and when you're dealing with a committee or corporate people or ownership, you have to answer them. And I think in the PGA of America, we've now been trained in this day and age to run a business, not to just come in and teach the members and sell some merchandise. So our responsibilities have gotten a lot broader in that regard.
Absolutely. I think, you know, as I look at my situation, you know, I was gone for 2 years back in 2003 and 2004. I come back in 2005, and of course, my weeks are much, much longer than they ever used to be as far as my work weeks. I'm much more of a restaurant person, along with all of my golf responsibilities. And when you look at Perham Lakeside and Mulligan's, I mean, we're basically two businesses. So you have to have shared responsibilities, wear hats at different times, and be able to go ahead and take care of a golf tournament in the morning, take care of a wedding at night. It's all encompassing now. You know, there's a lot of responsibility, and we all know how much competition and how much golf is still out there around us. So it's quite interesting to see what has happened to this business over the 19 years that I've been involved.
But also at the same time, you know that you're the person out front. You're the smiling face. You're the person that directs people to where they need to go. And in the business, you know, that is important, that we are, quote, people persons, and that we need to be out front.
Well, and we're ambassadors of golf. We know that as being members of the PGA, and you know, between the two of us, I mean, we're working on you know, 45 years of experience or thereabouts. And that hasn't changed. When we got into this business, we knew we were going to be ambassadors of golf. That is still the case. But as you alluded to earlier, we're much more business people, tying into the bottom line, being that smiley face out front, but being able to handle all the responsibilities that go along with a day at the golf course, so to speak. You know, we got to be able to do a lot of things.
Well, in summarizing, I think, is that you just want to see your PGA professional. If you want to come see your PGA professional and get those answers to all your golfing needs.
Absolutely. We teach the game. We live the game. We know as much about the game as anybody else, and you know, the PGA is going to last well beyond you and I, and it's a good place to start, especially if you're just thinking about taking up the game.
All right, well, that's another edition of Golf at the Lakes, and remember, come see your PGA golf professional.
Forest Hills Golf and RV Resort 18-hole championship golf course, 180 RV sites with full hookups, indoor pool and hot tub, Rock and Waters Extreme Miniature Golf Course, and Izzo's Sports Bar and Grill. Your fun and friendly family vacation getaway headquarters.
Wildflower is a 4.5-star golf course. Pick up your 2-for-1 golf cards at KDLM radio station and golf today.
Golf at the Lakes is sponsored by Balmoral Golf Course, Battle Lake,
Blueberry Pines Golf Club, Monaga,
Detroit Lakes Country Club and Lakeview Golf Course, Detroit Lakes, Forest Hills Golf and RV Resort, Detroit Lakes, Headwaters Golf Club, Park Rapids, Perham Lakeside Golf Club, Perham, Professional Golfers of America, Thumper Pond in Ottertail, and Wildflower at Fair Hills.